have this wonderful wine company. I got the bottle backwards.
Oh wow, man!
Boom. I mean, the bottle itself looks like $1,000,000. There's Jaylah. Thank you, Jaylah, for joining. Today we have Michael and Juliana, owners of Licataa Wine.
Let's go.
So
that's a beautiful bottle of wine, by the way.
Demi-sec.
Well, much like my wonderful wife. No kidding. It's a wonderful. Looks great on the outside, but honestly, we stand by what's on.
Even better on the inside, huh?
The inside. There you go. It's not just a a silvery, beautiful pack. It's a great wine. It's been an amazing journey. And actually, Juliana,
I'm not opening.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Well,
we're talking about it.
Go ahead.
No,
I can drink that by myself. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Rick was telling me that it's a really good, like, it's not too heavy. Tell me about the wine.
It's
Not just sweet.
it's actually so like there you go, like alcohol level, it's a little less than normal wine. It's 10.5%. It's very pleasing, it's very smooth, very elegant. So it's we made this wine to be something that's just very versatile, can be enjoyed, and literally from day one, both Juliana and I, with our partners in this venture, we were all there from the beginning, creating this thing. We work with a wonderful winery in Italy called Cecchi, Canteen Cecchi. They're in Emilia Romagna. It's a little north of Parma. And that's like the breadbasket of Italy, the Parma ham, Parmesan cheese, some of the best pasta.
Okay.
So it's kind of a heartland sort of Italian wine too. But
it's going to be a good dinner wine.
Oh, without question. Or pizza, charcuterie, burgers, or just even, it's a nice by itself. It's all right, man. Yeah.
So I received a box. I think it was last weekend. I'm not too sure. And I did drink this whole thing by myself. My wife had some, but I finished the whole thing. So Juliana, I'm with you. I could drink the whole thing. I'm having one right now.
Wow, that's nice.
I want to tell you something, because this is really good for cooking too. Sometimes I use, especially with meat. So I was making like a beef stew.
Uh-huh.
And then I asked him some bottles. Oh, can I have a bottle to make the beef? It's cooking.
Did you put it in the stew?
A little bit, and then I finished. And then I asked him, "Can I have another bottle?" Because instead use it, I drink it, all of it. And then I 3 bottles.
It goes fast, man.
It does. It does. I'm also. Oh, it's in the fridge. Michael was also kind enough to send me a cork, because these bottles come with a champagne cork. So you could reseal it and have some more later on. So
wow, that's fine.
It's the
like that.
It's a bottle. It's a champagne style cork. So because it's a sparkling wine, so it's like a champagne cork. But yeah, what you got, Rick, was our we have an official Licataa logo. I want to let you know this is a VIP item. It's not officially publicly commercially available yet, but this is something we like for our VIPs. So
that's exclusive swag. That's like Supreme right there.
I have the T-shirt. I also have a sticker. I have the tumbler.
Let's go.
Yeah,
for the summertime. So if I have my Licataa to go, I could just
you
put
got
in
the
my
whole
tumbler.
kit.
Yeah.
But talk to me how this idea came about. Like, we know Raekwon's involved, but talk to me about the beginning, the essence of the wine.
Yeah,
Raekwon, the chef.
As we start, Rick, I want to just say we're really happy to be on the show, by the way. And it goes actually a little farther back that we've been in contact and kind of going back and forth, and then finally able to work out that we could be on the show. Just want to say, hey, thanks for having us. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, and this is Licataa is an amazing project. I've been in the wine biz for about 20 years or so, but mostly I used to run wine auction companies, and wine auction world is the expensive, hardest to find, craziest wines. $10,000 a case, $5,000 a bottle. I mean, the crazy stuff. I was an auctioneer. I left the business about 5 or 6 years ago, and one of the first
There we go.
about was this opportunity, Licataa, and it's a big departure from where I grew up in the wine world. Make a much longer story short, one of my partners, and Rick, I was telling you about my good friend Jermaine Stone,
Yeah.
the real wolf of wine. He's like I've known him almost as long as I've been in the wine biz. And one thing led to another, and we got connected with Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan. And Ray was interested in doing a wine project. Ray's a very industrious guy, very smart guy, very business oriented. And we developed a concept of let's do something. Let's do some kind of wine project together. And literally, roughly about almost 3 years ago to the day, all of us were in Italy, Juliana included. She was living in Milan at the time. I was traveling a lot for biz, and but with Raekwon, his brother, his manager Rashida, our partner Jermaine, we had a camera crew. We had myself and Juliana met up with them. And
oh my God, it was some amazing trip because then on the winery, no, the wine, how do you say, Vinitaly?
Yeah, vineyard.
How do we explain that? Do they know?
Well, there's before pandemic, what the biggest wine trade show in the whole world is Vin Italy. And because it's the largest, it's literally, I don't know, it's like 7 or 8 football fields worth of, winery tables, all only Italian wines.
And it's for free.
Yeah,
the best thing because you have to try. Like, of course, you're definitely the amazing thing. What they're doing, they're trying the Lambrusco, the wines to choose the best one. Blah blah blah. They're trying, but you spew it out. Okay.
Well, or maybe you don't.
I got so drunk and then
it was Juliana's first wine tasting event, and so it
was so good. And it's like, okay, I stopped drinking now, and then you look to the size, like the beautiful color of the wine, and I wasn't a big fan of wine.
Did you go back between white and red, or were you
just and champagne and no
everything, the whole everything? You gotta try everything.
Maybe even some grappa shots in there somewhere.
Yo, you gotta try everything out there. That's amazing.
They're asking me this stuff. I was looking at it and I'm like,
yeah.
What?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, and again, so basically what happened is we all of us were together, and so it was 2 or 3 days that we were at this thing called Vin Italy, but the mission was sort of, hey, let's find a good winery to work with. Let's develop a wine that would be ours, something we put out there, something unique, something great, and make what happened is that's how Licataa was then born. We found we did find a wonderful winery partner, and we worked with them, and Licataa is actually something we own the wine. It's our wine. It's not something they were making that we just put the badge on it and say, okay, cool, you can get the same thing elsewhere or what have you. We literally developed something that isn't being made. This particular style, this particular kind of angle on this style of wine there's nothing else like it. Our winery partner is great. We are so happy with what we came out with, but it for us, including Ray, Juliana, and I, it's like having a baby out there. We're so proud of it. So of course we're going to talk like, wow, and the other thing is it's not for everybody. In my fine wine days with the people I know in that industry, they're a little snobby and what have you. They'll poo-poo on this, but it's a wine for what it is meant to be. It's meant to be enjoyable, bring people together. It's smooth, it's elegant, it's velvety, it's very drinkable, and but it has the most important thing for wine. It has harmony. I mean, you drink it and the parts work together. It gives you a good experience, and we're thrilled with it. That's all.
Yo, what I want to say is also from the story that you told me, you just kind of glossed over being in Italy, picking out wineries with Raekwon the chef. And
that happens all the time.
As somebody who's like a huge
the year before it was Ghostface Killer, then it was Method Man. No, I'm teasing. I'm joking around. Ray is like I said, Ray's I gotta admit, I think I'm happy that he's somebody we've gotten to know really well and very closely. He's an incredibly thoughtful, heartfelt, really smart guy, very hardworking, and he's very, like I said, very industrious. He's got a lot of projects going on, but this is something he wanted to do, and we feel very fortunate that by very happenstance, the partnership came together. But it's been really great, and actually, to be fair, Licataa, the whole thing is Ray's vision and Ray's concept in a way. The whole package, the whole idea of this bottle, the blue, the name Licataa, the logo, the cap, everything. I'm not kidding you. One of the most amazing things I ever saw, like when we were talking to Ray, like, Ray, what about packaging? In like less than 5 minutes, it came out of his head, much like he was freestyle rapping or something. Seriously.
Hey, that's amazing though.
No, it's incredibly
But
talented.
it's dope that those two things come together. Like, your expertise in the wine world and kind of knowing what kind of flavor, like you said, a wine that, like a kind of a wine that everyday people can enjoy. I'm getting hype about this wine, and Rick will tell you that I don't really fuck with alcohol in general. I'm not really somebody who drinks, but he's been talking to me about it for a couple of days. He didn't send me a bottle of it, even though I heard Jamie got one. But
I have your bottle, Craze.
Okay, good.
Just relax, okay?
It just seems like that's the type of when stuff like that comes together. It just means that it was like the universe meant it to come together. You guys were supposed to create that type of wine, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
So me and Craze were like Beavis and Butthead. I'm the guy that drinks, and he's the guy. He does the hookah, he does the smoke, right? Yeah. So I always said that you might not be a wine person until you figure out which wine you like.
Oh my god.
So like if you don't like wine, like I never liked white wine, and I found out that I like Sauvignon Blanc.
All right.
And that's the one that I feel comfortable with. So I feel like this would be perfect for young Craze Boogie. So I have your bottle here. Relax.
It's worth a try. I want to step back, Rick, because this being a wine dude, and like I got very lucky. It wasn't my upbringing. I came from middle America, middle class, absolute middle class. Indiana. My parents, our household, they didn't really drink. I mean, it would be really rare that they had something like a glass of wine around or something like this. I got to say, I just fell in love with wine as a young man. Was lucky enough to back up into it as a profession. I'll tell you this though, the most important thing with wine, it's kind of you discovered Sauvignon Blanc. You discovered something you like. The only thing that matters with something like wine, do you like it or not? That's truly the only. Forget about what anybody says or if there's any snobbery about it or pricing or this or that. Try it. If you like it, you like it. And it's much like music, movies, anything else. Nobody can argue with your opinion because it's subjective. If you like it, go with it.
You enjoy it. If you enjoy it, then it's good wine.
You got it, man.
Juliana, were you a wine person before meeting Michael, or
No, I wasn't.
were you
the most expensive wine? I didn't like it. It's like alcohol, strong alcohol. But the only one I like was Lambrusco, the Lambrusco style. Is almost the same thing, like
so but as a non-wine drinker,
Jaylah's here.
Going into it as a non-wine drinker, what were the flavors or tastes that you said, you know what, like, all right, if I'm gonna transition into this, ¿qué es lo que voy a hacer? Like, what is it that I like out of this? So what did you decide to do with that flavor and what you guys are doing right now?
Wow, that's a really good question. I think so are you in Jaylah, you're talking in terms of how we created.
Can I tell you something like what I think? This reminds me.
I just like listen. I'm a hard liquor girl. I like my Jameson. I like my Hennessy. A mí me gusta lo duro. But I understand why wine drinkers like what they like.
Yeah.
So I obviously know there is a flavor and a taste. And if you guys obviously created something so special, there was something behind it. So what was that like je ne sais quoi that you guys were like, you know what, this is ours?
Yeah, let me answer that real quick. Actually, with wine, it's I could get really ridiculous about, just because I know a little too much about this stuff. So I'll try to keep it simple. But something like wine, as compared to hard liquor, if some, making a whiskey, making brandy, or making vodka or other spirits, actually you don't really, it's not as easy if you're making it organically and kind of naturally to get a precise flavor profile or character. Okay, so it's not, but you can get an idea based on the grapes you use, based on the nature of the production process. So we had an idea of what we would wanted to achieve, and so the flavors are like good fruitiness, enough ripeness to make it seem fresh, to make it seem fruity and appealing. So like this particular wine, Licataa, the style that it's based on has like nice like berry fruit, strawberries, cherries, like and then a little bit of like flower notes, like violets and rose petals and things, a little bit of earthiness. It's got a lot going on.
It's very fresh, refreshing.
It's very fresh. Yeah, and wine is really difficult thing in terms of unless if you're making like literally just like industrial wine, that's different. There's flavoring and shit that you can put into it. There's nothing like that in what we do. No additives, no flavoring.
This is like small batch stuff.
Yeah, it'd be close to that. It'd be it's a very natural wine. It's very organic. There's nothing added to it to try to enhance any component of it. What we got is what we got. And like wine can be a little bit of a crapshoot like that sometimes. And that's why some wines really aren't that good. You may drink some like, whoa, this sucks. There's like the acid is really high, or the alcohol burns my throat, or something like this. Wine can be a very difficult thing to kind of rein in and get it right.
So I have some Licataa that I just, when I got out the fridge, best served chilled.
Rick is fucking drunk over there. But
best served chilled. I'm going to.
By the way, our best shows are when
Rick is drunk. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a swig, and I'm gonna do my best to describe what I think.
Well, cheers to you.
Cheers.
You gotta do the fancy cup thing. You gotta like swing it like this.
That's why I was saying that these remind me more.
So I'm going to explain why you do that, Jaylah. So you do that so the air goes into it, and it brings out the flavors.
Okay.
And it brings out the flavors. First of all, I have too much wine in my glass.
Well, that's what you have to do something about it. It means
you have to. Yeah, you have to put a little bit.
Drink a little bit. Let me know what's up.
Cheers.
Ooh, cheers. Salud.
So let's go. Let's see, because we're agreeing.
We're reading it in. Tell me, what do you smell?
Did you not get it, or what happened?
So Jaylah went to Vegas, and she got stuck in Vegas.
Jaylah came to Vegas and missed her flight last night.
You know what? Can I tell you? I could have got you. I could have got you Licataa in Vegas even as early as an hour ago. One of my partners is she's based out in Henderson, Nevada, and she's got Licataa on hand, and she's Ray's manager. We could have got it for you, man.
Tiffany,
all you have to do is ask.
Henderson.
She's gonna ask how far she.
I don't think she'd be there by the end of the show, but
I'm asking my homegirl right now. I'm like, how far are we?
So let's try it. Michael and Juliana obviously have had a tremendous amounts of this, so I'm gonna.
A lot. We can't have it here. I'm gonna drink the whole stock.
Oh no! Listen, I'm gonna drink the whole stock when I get home.
So my favorite part about it is the back end. It's not like dry or anything, and it's fruity. I love carbonated, so I love soda. So carbonated wine to me makes sense.
It's good, actually.
I love wine.
It's not. It's sorry. I have to be careful because I can get really nerdy about this stuff. It's not technically carbonated. It's actually the same natural process as like champagne.
Okay.
What that is, what they call is secondary fermentation, in the bottle fermentation. So the bubbles come out not because it was carbonation per se, much like sodas and such.
Mm-hmm.
That the bubbliness, like champagne and a wine like this, it comes out naturally because of the way this kind of wine is made. So, which is really cool. So actually, again, that's why it's, even though it's a lot of people consider something like this sort of a modest wine, it's fabulous. There's nothing concocted about it. There's nothing unnatural about it. So the bubbles actually are part of the winemaking process, and not just artificial, pump some bubbles in it, carbonation, whatever.
We're
So that's what's
there
really cool.
on
Yeah.
So if
Sounds delicious.
because champagne has bubbles like that, you get a buzz quicker. So let's talk about the alcohol content, because it's in the back right here. It's 10.5, which is pretty good. And it's carbonated. So this might
not carbonated. It's
not carbonated. I'm sorry.
It's,
Correct me, Michael.
Sparkling
is the word. Yes. Yes, sparkling wine. So this will give you a nice buzz with one glass.
It looks like Juliana and Michael got a nice little buzz going over there. We got a little cuddly all of a sudden.
We're still enjoying our love buzz, man.
Got it. I got it.
Juliana, what's your favorite part of the process, though? Like,
have you guys gotten really involved? It sounds like Michael got really involved. Did Juliana? Have you?
Yeah, Juliana's the tester.
Absolutely. In fact, actually, you want to talk about going back to like Raekwon, and while we were going through this project, why don't you talk about what Ray said when we were developing the wine?
Yeah, that's cool. He was asking my opinion all the time.
Well, tell him what Ray actually said when we were doing tastings. He didn't care about what we, the professionals, had to say.
I don't know. He looked at me like, I want to know what she thinks.
So a cool story about...
I want to say something. Everybody was like, I was left behind. So basically everybody talking about the wine, and then I was like there eating the plate cheese. Drinking and watching them talking. My English was a little bad. I couldn't understand anything you were saying. Anyway, I just picked Italian that time. And then Ray just looked at me like, no, I want to know what she thinks. And then I was eating like, me?
Because you look like you might be the consumer for it.
We had a few of us around the, let's say that while we were working on, the project and what kind of wine, what kind of style, what we thought, there were a few of us were, embedded wine professionals, and we could talk about all the nerdy stuff and geeky stuff. But it was the coolest thing was Ray, actually, smart guy. He we're doing tasting. He's like, you know what?
He wants to know the humans.
No. He I want to know what Juliana thinks. That's what's important. What she because if she likes it, that's probably going to mean it's, this is something we hit a home run here, and not in a debasing way, not in anything, but because it's not. We had a little, let's just say, too much like wine brain power at the table at that point, and that wasn't.
Ray understood the market, I think, at that time. He's like, totally. Who's gonna be drinking this wine?
Yeah.
And not only that, but like, Juliana, what was it for you? Like with the wine that you said, this is it. Like, this is the part that I like. ¿Cuál fue esa parte that you were like, okay, esto lo que me gustó. This is what I liked about it. Like, this is perfect. What part of it was it for you?
I can't explain that. You can't explain.
The
just
flavor,
like
the
it.
drinking, the
drinkability.
The
flavor is not alcoholic. It's not so sweet also. And at the same time, for me, it's like juice, not grape juice, but a good one.
No, I think that's a big deal though, because like for me, like I normally drink dark. So like I do a lot of Hennessy, I do a lot of Jameson, like I do a lot of whiskey. So for me, wines are very hit or miss. But
not Jaylah in Spanish. I like the way he was asking all the questions in Spanish.
And I like the fact that like there's just something in this that has a little bit of the like je ne sais quoi of it all. So that's why I wanted to know where it was like for you as a, like, they all do wine, but you don't. So like, where was that like essence for you where it was like, okay, you know what? Esto es lo que me gusta. I like this.
Wow, that's a good, actually, sorry. I mean, basically, it's a very good question, Jaylah, because really, Juliana, when we first got together, I mean, wine wasn't really your thing. And so I guess the point is like, whether it was beer or something, like what differentiated like enjoying something like this, or, Lambrusco style wines compared to enjoying beer or cachaça drinks or something. Like, even if you can't put it's just, if it's, that's what Jaylah's kind of asking. It's like what how did this change you? How did it change you a little bit? How did it open your world? You know.
Well, if we want to use
maybe it's that je ne sais quoi. It's that who knows what, you know. Sometimes
who knows. That's what it is.
I start to like the normal style, like especially Burgundy. Pinot Noir. Nah, I like all the Pinot Noir wines.
Pinot Noir is the latest, yes.
There's a little bit of ice on it, you know.
By the way, the best Pinot Noirs in the world are the most expensive wines. So of course she goes to the.
Of course. She got good taste. That's what. Good taste.
Come on, man.
This reminds me.
Exactly.
Right. That's the thing I like about Lambrusco, but the other thing I like all of them because they're too sweet or too dry. You can never get you can get a semi-dry, but it's not really, you know. So this is a perfect balance. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Finally found something perfect that I like, and I can drink like water, basically.
Hey, that's what I do with wine, with the really dry wines.
And that's what I wanted you as a way to explain that, because I think that sometimes we, as women, they're in generational things that, like, you know, we drink what our parents drink, we drink what we do, drink what we're used to. So coming into a new world like the wines and doing something like that is completely different. So we're humans of, like, you know, we're like humans of like nature, like creatures of habit. So Goya is Goya, sazon is sazon, sofrito, sofrito. So, like, you know, and it's the same thing with wine. We're really not as educated. So I think that it's really good that you're explaining why you went into that side of it, because it makes people like us who, we drink, we do that, we like wine. Yeah, cool. But like, explain it to us so I can understand it. So I think that's really, really, really good.
And I give my family as an example. We're very simple. And I when I was living in Milan, my friend gave me a very expensive wine, and I talk about like 500 bottle, and it's red wine, dry. So I gave it to my family. They just try it and spit it out and look at me like, "What the fuck is this?"
Mind you, it's $500. They have no idea.
This is horrible. I don't like it. But you know, the New Year's here in Brazil, and then he brought like a magnum of the Licataa. They drink like this.
Hey, that's
like water or a grape. No, like, this is so good. Where can I find more? And then now they start to enjoy wine, but not only the Lambrusco style. So open their mind a little bit to try, really give a chance to try. That's what I think. That's what it does now. Because if you go straight to a,
because I feel like as Latinos and as like people in our culture, like, we're not really educated when it comes into like wines and other spirits. I think we have our special lane and we kind of drink what we're accustomed to. So I think it's really important, especially you guys owning your brand and having your own thing. It's not only like, yes, you guys have an amazing wine, but it's like, I want you to educate me, because I don't know better. And I'm not going to say that I don't know better, but I just don't. So it's like, tell me what it is so I can learn.
Is there a lot of wine companies in Brazil? Brazil...
But their wines.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of vineyards in Brazil. I mean, Brazilian wines don't really have like, let's say, one of our puppies is going a little nuts on me. Okay. You have no idea, by the way. Sorry, as an aside, that we have 5 puppies here, and
hey, what kind of dogs?
Oh man,
this is one of them.
This is thing. Well, but sorry to digress, but Juliana is the mama here, no matter what. And we have Juliana, myself, Max, and Cece, and like what people saw on the if they saw anything on reality TV that we may have been on that I won't name. My ex-wife and her husband, we've been quarantining together, and it's still kind of going on here. So there's six humans and 5 puppies, and then a few other animals. But the puppies love Juliana, and if she's around, they all just, it's like a magnet, like she's the sun, and they're revolving around her. So
I had some videos. I go to the kitchen, I'm washing the dish or doing something else. They're all behind me on my feet.
Always. So they were sorry. Howard. It was Howard, right?
Yeah.
Howard was scratching at the door. Sorry to digress, but this is our real life, and it's this is our reality TV right now.
I love that your dog has the name of like a 65-year-old man. I love that.
Howard.
And I love the fact that Craze would say something like that.
Like he's like when you say Howard, I picture like an attorney, like a retired attorney.
Well, we hope when he's just a puppy. We hope when he grows up that he has these kind of lofty
those kind of ambitions.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Howard Jessen, Esquire.
Yep.
Attorney at law.
Exactly.
It could happen, man. It could happen.
But you mentioned briefly you guys were on a reality show. We'll keep the name out of it for now. What was that like for you guys to expose your? I mean, me and Michael have had conversations, but what was that like for you guys to welcome the cameras into your personal life?
Sure, and disclaimer that this Rick, our interview today came about through relationship with Instagram and our connection with the Instagram.
Please, and can you please give me some advice, because apparently these boys are trying to throw me under the bus.
Hold on, save that for our segment. Michael is very aware of our segment. All right.
Yeah, I can't wait. Actually, I had a really nice conversation a few days ago, and so I'm looking. I didn't totally realize the segments, and Jaylah, I gotta admit, I look forward to this part of it. And, I got a few things. Just disclaimer, Rick is we did. You connected to us through the Licataa officially, and
yes,
because that's how we're that's why we're representing Licataa.
We're talking about the wine, exactly.
We happen to be people that were on a some kind of reality television, among so many other things that we do. So getting back to that, that's how this came about. But hey, Jaylah, I got to admit, we have a very good friend here who he has his ex-wife is Dominican. He's a very American kind of Connecticut guy. But Rick told me about this segment, your story. I will say, like offline, if you want to give like a nearly 50-something kind of Connecticut-y wife a chance. He's got good experience. He knows, and I thought about this after Rick and I spoke. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Well,
I'm sure he has good credit. I'm sure he's Connecticut.
It's very good credit.
Good zip code. I'm just saying.
Yo no puedo. I can't with them.
I'm just saying.
They know I'm a masochista. I don't know if you understand what a masochista means.
Let's translate.
I'm a masochist.
She's a masochist.
Let's translate.
I'm a
That's good to know.
masochist.
Good information.
I like the hard life.
He might score a lot of points, actually.
So he falls between the age range of 25 and 95. So it's perfect.
We're good. He's good to go.
Almost right in the middle, actually. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
That is perfect.
He's not Dominican. I thought the whole point was.
I think he's got some Dominican influence.
Just like spread the whole timeline now.
No, well,
non-Dominican, just 95, like 25,
the
95.
segment is called "For the Love of Jaylah," and we'll come back around to this. But it's called "For the Love of Jaylah," so I think it works. Thank you, Michael, for your suggestion.
If I can help,
I might need a white boy in my life. I haven't. Listen, I was raised in Boca Raton, Florida, and I've never had a white boy. So maybe.
Hey, listen.
So then I don't listen.
That country club life might be good for you. I don't know.
Yeah. Juliana,
I've already had my own country clubs. Thanks.
Do you have some advice for Jaylah, who's trying to find love?
Oh my gosh, because I watched a Pocahontas movie when I was a kid, and like I needed white prince. And then I watched Michael Jackson when I was young. I watched TV. I was watching TV, and then I saw him like, oh my god, that's my husband. And then I saw that he died, and I'm like, I need to marry Michael.
Oh,
So you have a Michael now.
so now you have a so.
The dad
But
name.
I need some advice
Very
though,
close.
because obviously, Juliana, I'm really not good at picking shit.
Yo,
So-
Juliana's gonna put you on. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Go
Give
hang
me-
out in
give me
Connecticut
some
for a little
advice.
while. You'll be all right.
I date with him without speaking English.
So you're doing something wrong, Jaylah.
He
Love
was
connection.
my
Can't
fit.
speak
Yeah,
English.
the love-
All right, so yo voy a hablar en español. Es que ellos quieren que yo le hable así porque les gusta que le hable
No.
con ese acento.
Well, let's. Juliana's gonna talk to you in Portuguese then.
Yes.
Listen, my best friend's Brazilian, and her today's actually her birthday, so I sent her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday. to her.
Boy.
Thanks. Oh, what's her name?
Yes, my best friend's Brazilian, so I don't play it. Like, happy birthday,
What's her
yes.
name?
Yeah,
What's her name?
What's her name?
Jessica.
Oh, there we go.
Parabéns.
There you go. Happy birthday.
Yes.
We always make an excuse to party in Brazil.
What's the best? What's
Oh,
the best?
Huh?
No, go ahead, Juliana. Finish up.
No, talk about parties. Like, oh, my life sucks today. Let's start.
Well, we're partying here today on the Rica Show with some Licataa wine.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's the best part of Brazil, Juliana? So if I go to Brazil, which I've never been, what do I need to experience in Brazil?
Where are we going?
yeah.
If we do a diet,
Yeah.
Where
Oh wow.
we need to do a diet like
Oh,
lose
you gotta-
at least
you have
5 kilos.
Well, yeah, you got to be ready for the
Amazing.
like the
food.
beaches of Rio de Janeiro, Copacabana Beach, Ipanema Beach. You know, you're gonna. Yeah, actually, it's all right. I mean, it's actually pretty accepting. But be ready to be out there, show your body, party, hang out.
Mosquito.
Well, I got a dad bod, so I'm used to the mosquitoes. I'm
Yeah,
from New
yeah.
York.
Most Brazilians
I love
have a dad bod. I've got a dad bod. You'll be fine. Cool.
is it okay? Is my chichos okay to be outside?
Hell yeah. In Brazil? Hell yeah. I think so.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You're all right.
Brazilian women,
Actually-
Brazilian women,
Yeah, Brazil's very accepting. It's cool.
There
I feel like they have a lot of beautiful people in Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil's extremely
is
accepting.
it is actually the opposite. Like if you have a boobs and they like
They like the
They
full
like a
package.
little.
me.
I kind of like that.
Listen, I'm all about body positivity. I love my chichos, and I tell everybody, I was like, I'm just gonna tan all my chichos. I've lost 120
That's it.
pounds. Where am I going? I'm not going nowhere else.
That's it.
You got
You're
Brazil.
finding love now.
I'm gonna say as an outsider, but fortunate enough to have spent a lot of time there. Even well before Juliana and I even met, I used to do a lot of business and had with Brazilian clients, and I made a few trips, Sao Paulo, Rio. I got to know it a little bit, and I got to know kind of a different perspective of Brazil. I gotta say, I've seen a lot of the world, so many places. Brazil, it's one of the most beautiful countries, one of the most beautiful cultures.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's like one of the most fucked up political situations, one of the most fucked up economies right now. But you go there, you wouldn't even know it. You got to be careful. Sure, that you hear the bad things about
Can I give
Brazil.
you an no, yeah, very careful. Actually,
But
Let
I
me
think,
finish real quick because
I think that's the same way in every
Well-
country, though. You go to
Yeah.
DR, you go to South.
But you know, like, when I go there,
every place has its part. So it's like,
Yeah.
when I go there, I just feel such a positivity energy.
Yeah,
And I'll give an example. I go to another place like in United Kingdom, England. So I get to the airport through the security. You know, they're always in the bathroom. They're like, "Hi, here, please, blah 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 blah." It's like that. When I get to Brazil,
yeah,
they're like,
that's true.
"Hello, how was your flight? How are you?"
It's true.
And
It's so true.
singing.
Hospitality.
I know. And then no matter if you don't know the person.
Yeah, and
have you guys ever been to Costa
international
Rica?
view, the international view of Brazil is very misguided. Yes, there are problems, but like the news that you get out of Brazil, it's not really reflective of what it really is, and the people.
Oh, that's so
Oh, man.
much. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
And the food.
you could be who you are. Okay, sure, you have to be careful here and there. There are problems like anywhere, but you have to be careful. If you're in New York City and you're a tourist or
Yes.
something.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
I have two questions. One, have you ever been to Costa Rica?
No.
I have. I've been to Costa Rica.
I want to go so bad.
I've been to Costa Rica, but it was
Please let me know when you want to go. I will get you with a guide and a house.
Are you talking just to Juliana, or is this for both?
No. Hey, I think she was talking to all of us. We're all going.
We're all going to Costa Rica. I think we're going to take a group trip.
I didn't know if this was between the two of you, but whatever. This is okay.
Hey. I'm officially in love with Juliana, FYI.
Michael, what's your friend's name?
Which one?
The one that you were telling from Connecticut.
The Bachelor.
George.
His name is George.
George and Jaylah.
For Juliana, Michael, and George. That's the way the invite's going.
Hey, we can
Costa Rica. Boom. Done.
Executively produced by the Brigade Show with Craze.
Let's go. Yeah, we can throw it. Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, look.
Make a broadcast.
George and Jaylah.
Make a broadcast. It becomes a tax deduction. It's okay. Save some money.
Listen, I'm a Costa Rican citizen. And my second question was actually for Juliana. Juliana, what's your favorite Brazilian food?
Oh my God.
I need to know.
I know I put you in a tough spot because
I need to know this too.
Some pan de queso. I'm with
Juliana
the queso.
Juliana makes pan de queso here 3 or 4 times a week minimum, and it's why I gained the COVID-19.
Let's go. Damn, Michael's eating good over there, man.
You have no idea.
Yeah, Michael's getting fed. Like he's like, I'm
to that point of I'm like in at first I thought it was like Fat Thor stage, like kind of depressed. Oh shit, man, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm just gonna play video games and drink beer.
You're looking more like Captain America.
Well,
you're giving me Chris Pine.
There you go.
I mean, Captain America is Chris Evans, first of all. Second of all,
sorry, Chris Evans. Thank you.
My man Michael's looking better than Chris Evans. Right, Mike?
That's really kind of you, but
I find it cute because when he goes like, like look like the little babies,
I never had this kind of belly, but the belly runs in my family. Actually, if you saw my grandpa, my father, and so
listen, I'm all about dad bods.
The dad bod is in right now, man. It's in right now.
I love dad bods.
You like dad bods?
Listen, as long as you have strong arms, you can have a dad bod all you want.
Dad bods. I'm telling you.
I'm with the dad bods.
No, dad bods. Dad bodies. Bodies of dad.
That's just
dad bods.
Just in case, George.
Julie. Dad bods is fuerte brazo, mucha barriga.
That's it.
Something kind of.
Hopefully.
It's like the strong arms with mucha barriga.
Actually, it's an interesting idea. There's something about, and I'm learning this now that I'm in middle age now. I'm past 40, but actually, there's something about, there's a sign of power and health and happiness and wealth and stuff when you look really wow, you eat too much and you drink too much. And it's because you're living a life of abundance, that's what
King's disease.
Michael, that used to be a sign of royalty back in the day.
True. It's so true.
It used to be a sign of royalty that when you were nice and thickum like a Snickers, you were fed well, and that means you were eating okay. So that means you good.
And it was sexy, right?
Yes. I'm all about dad bod.
So Eric, hold on. Eric Rivera.
Eric goes.
If you're American and you have to be careful in Brazil, then you can be divorced.
I already got one divorce, Eric.
Eric's right. If you're a married man, you have to be careful in Brazil. It's so right.
When I met him,
you might get in trouble.
My friends, they're a little different than, because I'm jealous, and sometimes he would be like, Brazilian with the bikini, he look at her like, oh, look at her butt. It's really round and pretty.
Then she would shiv me in the side.
And then I was like,
you can look at her butt, but look at me again.
Wow.
By the way, she would talk all day about the woman's butt. She's like, "Oh, look at that butt," and I say, "Oh, thank you." Like, what? You look at her butt, and she would stab me. So, no, Brazil, but Eric is right.
He's got a couple of comments he left. So he wants us to mute Craze. And by the way, I love you, Eric. Eric Rivera is a stand-up comedian from Los Angeles. Very funny guy. Super white on HBO Max.
Hey, I won't be silenced, Eric. I will not be silenced.
And then he's got this beautiful comment right here. Jaylah is positively throwing her body out.
Damn, Eric.
And then
No,
it
I
says,
thought you were my friend, Eric. What
Jayla's getting too excited about that box. Get her coach.
Hey, the dad bods are in.
Vegas. Wait, in all fairness, I've been in Vegas for 4 days. Ridiculous. So
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, George, holla at us, please.
Where's my graphic, man? I just so you know what? Let's play a game. You got Juliana, Michael, you guys ready to go into one of our segments?
You bet. Yeah.
So let's do distorted pictures. Juliana, you're a model for a living besides Licataa wine. You love taking photos, right? Okay, so we took your photos and Michael's photos and we've destroyed them. And this segment is called Distorted Pictures.
Rick is terrible at this, by the way.
You're going to have
by
to
the way, this is
I'm gonna mute all my co-hosts. You're gonna have to figure out what the photo is, where you guys are, and give us a little background on the picture.
So Rick, to be clear, so these are distorted photos of something that has to do with Juliana and I in some way.
Correct.
Our history, these are out there somewhere, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, we pulled
these-
these off the internet. They're off the internet.
We stole them from one of your social media pictures. So
Yes.
I thought you're using them. You're
Yeah, is the photo already?
no, he's gonna. This is
No.
the intro.
No, this is just the logo.
You're gonna pop up photos, and you have to say, "Oh, that was that time with David Guetta in Croatia." Whoop, whoop.
Yes. So it would be something like that. So Justin, give me the first photo.
Wow, that's distorted.
I
Oh,
know it was
where
in
that is.
DJ Marta event,
Yeah.
and then I was sitting in the sofa looking at somebody.
This is November 2019. TJ
Yeah.
Martell event, this is and actually that night, I was the sponsor for Raekwon as the honoree for a really cool charitable event in New York City. Yeah.
So let's undistort that photo and see if they're correct. Wow.
Oh,
That's right. This is our after party. And I want to just say, shout out in case my dear friend here on the right is one of my best friends since literally before I was in. I've known him since before I was in double digits.
is he
Bridges.
married? Just asking.
Yeah.
hey.
I'm sorry, wonderful man, and I don't want to put anything out there that might be tempting. He has he just recently had a daughter. He is happily married, and let's try not to rock that boat too much, Jaylah. Okay.
Yeah, Jaylah. Let's
Jaylah, come on. Trying to get the man in trouble.
Hey, I was just asking.
It was just a question, innocent question. Innocent.
This is
So hold on.
This is enough.
This is the next one. Let's see if you can guess this one.
Oh my God.
We got a comment that was when Michael housed the large cheese sticks with ranch in one sitting.
I do that almost every day.
Shout out to Blake Field. Boom. That was his comment.
Shout out to Blake, man. Putting it out there.
Oh my gosh, this is I think you need to ban him. Actually, Blake needs to be blocked.
I can do that, but
I want to share. Wait.
Blake, we'll holler at you offline. We need all the dirt. We got you.
All right, Blake. Actually, if there's a way to like scoop somebody in live at the moment, I would recommend Blake in a weird way. But I would say like do what they do on like some kind of live television broadcast with like the 7 or 8 second delay, so that somebody can step in there and kind of real quickly.
If we need to censor him, I got you.
I grew up together in Indiana, and
Eric came back with one more. He says Jaylah is hoping she gets patted down by TSA at the airport. Wow, she probably is. So this is the next image.
I got patted down last night, and I still didn't make my flight.
But what you patted down at the airport though was I think what Eric is this thing? Where were you patted down?
Yeah, no, I was patted down at the airport, and I still didn't make it to my flight. I went to the wrong gate.
Oh, okay.
Good job. Good job.
Good talk.
So this is the next photo. It looks distorted. It looks like some
like anything. I mean, how can you even tell? I can only make out like a figure in the sort of left here. It's probably you and me somewhere.
This looks like a quote.
Here, I guess I would make is this. Here's my guess.
Okay.
I think this might be a photo where Juliana and I were sitting at sort of a bar kind of area, and we were on a boat in Norway.
Is he correct, Justin?
No.
Boom.
Totally wrong. That's impossible. Wow, man. There was no way we would have got that.
It's a nice jam session going on there.
Wait, Juliana, you know how to play the drums?
You have no idea. She's a natural. It's the Brazilian thing. Another wonderful thing about the Brazilian, like music and like dancing and movement and the like joy of life. It's in the blood. We have a drum kit here. We have a bit of a music setup studio downstairs. First time she got behind it, it's in her makeup. You know, it's just in everything here was brought up with.
Juliana, can you do some samba?
Yes, I do.
So Jaylah is getting way too
Yeah,
excited.
we're
right
getting
now.
Jaylah excited.
We're gonna have to mute
I'm
Jaylah.
excited. Listen, my
So-
best friend is Brazilian. I know about the culture. Don't play yourselves.
Here's the next
Oh,
photo.
I know this one
This
really
is
well.
just a little easier.
Yeah, this is
That's not bad. I like this one, Rick.
and I can tell you, it's the two of us, obviously, but I can tell you the T-shirt I'm wearing is it's Frank Zappa album cover of an album called One Size Fits All. Frank Zappa T-shirt, and this would have been. Like three. This is so our puppy Frank is named after Frank Zappa.
Not Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I don't know. I mean, it's cool.
Let's review the photo, Justin.
Yeah. See.
Yes.
One size fits all. Yeah. Back in the long hair days, years ago.
Let's go with the next image. This is gonna be a little harder.
Oh my God! No.
Brazil. It's in Brazil.
That's at the
You're
at the
wearing
game.
the Brazil
That's
shirt.
at the. That's probably at the. That's probably at. We were lucky.
At the stadium.
It was actually. Here's a cool story. We might be wrong about the photo, but I think we know what this is. But the story actually behind it is, this was Brazil played in the Copa South America. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
This is at the championship game where Brazil beat Paraguay 3-1, I think.
Oh my gosh! And you know what? I didn't know who was gonna sing there. You know Anita Jaylah?
Yes, Anita.
Oh, wow.
Of course, I know Anita.
Anita was in the half show. I'm like, is that Anita?
That's dope.
Yeah. And actually, so another cool story. We're lucky.
You guys have to know. You guys actually have to know. You probably know Double X.
Double X.
Double X Sheshes. He works with Anita and a lot of the Brazilian artists. He works with Benny.
Like a producer or manager or what?
He does both. He does like everything. But we actually went to high school together, which is really weird.
No, okay. But he performs also. Has he done performance work with Anita?
No, he actually manages all of the Brazilian artists.
Oh,
Benny,
Eric should just not do stand-up no more and just comment on our show. Is the guy behind Juliana with the dad bod? Is he single? What's his story for Jaylah?
This guy.
Yo, that's a good question, actually.
I can't stand y'all on my badass setups.
Wow.
Anywho, but yeah, no. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Give me the next one, Justin.
This is amazing. Oh
boy. Okay. This is so weird. I'm going to say something really stupidly esoteric here that I think at best, maybe only Blake Field, if Blake, you're still watching, you would get this, but this looks like a Qbert board from Atari. I'm now like I'm digging into something that is like 35 years old, and I can't imagine. Oh,
Boom.
there you go. Hey, there you go. This is when we were in Italy, April 2018, so 3 years ago. That's Raekwon the chef, and that's his brother Don. And Don, both of them really fucking good people, man, good hearts. And Don and his wife actually made it to our wedding. And if any of you out there happen to see us on some television show, which we will not name, you would have seen Ray's brother Don and his wife partying and hanging out with us at our wedding.
It was a beautiful wedding, by the way. The fact that your ex-wife Sarah was able to be the what's the word?
Officiant, basically.
Yeah, she proceeded over the wedding. And her relationship with Juliana, by the way, is amazing. And your whole entire family dynamic is what made you one of my and my wife's favorite couple to watch on season 7. So
that's really nice.
Thank you.
I feel like I
Fantastic.
just got divorced on April 13th, the day after my birthday, and I feel like my ex-husband was probably officiating my next wedding.
Hey, there you go. You know,
maybe, I mean, if it's the George, then it has to be a
Oh
yes.
my God.
And I think this is the last image right here.
I can tell by the top. This is a wedding photo of the whole group of us.
Are you? Well, hold on. Would you bet a case of Licataa wine on that?
Doesn't matter. I'll give you a case of Licataa wine, no matter what.
No. The case will go to our viewers. So would you bet a case of Licataa wine on this last one?
Yes.
No matter what, yes.
Okay, so let's reveal it.
It's not. Oh my God.
Oh man, look at that.
Look at this.
Look at this young man right here. I mean, were you good at goalie?
I was a very good soccer player. I was a 3-time state champion in Indiana. And
wait, what was your position?
Goalkeeper.
You can tell by the gloves.
Yeah.
Hey,
My
that's
brother
an athletic
was a
looking
goalkeeper
dude.
too. I was a defender, so
Yeah.
Okay.
And Eric again drops one more. I'll take it.
Eric Rivera says you'll take a case.
I feel like Eric is trying to take my spot on the show. Eric, stop trying to take my spot on the show.
I don't know. I'd rather have Eric than Jaylah right now at this
This is
moment.
actually not too long ago. This picture is from maybe I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I came back out of a long retirement. I stopped playing when I was about 21 or 22, and then picked up back here in Connecticut with a really competitive adult league. And I don't know, 35, 36, started playing again. So this was actually this is like 6 years ago, maybe.
Hey,
listen,
that guy looks like he means fucking business. Right there.
Yes, he does. I would gladly watch a game of that guy on the field.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So,
We need to bring that mic back.
Please.
I'm just glad that mic existed at one point.
Right.
So thank you for playing Distorted Pictures.
I gotta admit, Rick, when you said, "Oh, distorted pictures," blah, blah, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be easy. We know everything that's out there." But this is fucked up, man. There's like
we do some digging. We do some digging on the show. You know.
I mean, it could be like, look, it could be the painting in the background there, like that. I mean, this could be anything. It could be it could be.
So I received numerous complaints from my past guests stating that I was making the distortion way too hard. So I've
you've gotten better. You gotten better.
I've dialed it back some, but it's still a little more. It's still difficult.
But Rick, it makes it fun. It makes it fun actually that maybe you take a stab and it, or you can kind of make something out, but it always becomes a story. I love it, man. I think that's so fucking cool. It's like it's a fun party game. I think this could be something that, people should just do this. Like, hey,
yeah, man, it's been a great Zoom game for us. This whole time.
So the next segment we're gonna play is the favorite segment so far in the last 5 weeks. Justin, give me my Jaylah graphic, please.
Let's go.
Boom. So
I love this graphic, by the way. This is
for the love of Jaylah.
Jaylah.
Jaylah recently was divorced, and she has stated numerous times on this show that she is finding love, but she specifically wants to find a Dominican man. She came to Craze and I for advice on how to find a man, and we brought the details. 25 to 95.
You guys are cutting up right now, and I
hold
can't
on a
stand
second.
y'all right now.
25 to 95. Has to have goals and aspirations. I mean, if he's shining shoes and his goal is to own a shoe store, it's acceptable at this point in time, because the guy's got to go. Yeah,
you gotta have potential.
Michael brought it up earlier that he already has a candidate for Jaylah.
I like George. I think
so. We would like to get to know George here.
Yeah, not technically a Dominican guy, but he was formerly married to a Dominican woman, and he does have 2 beautiful daughters, Dominican, so half Dominican. So he's kind of, I don't know, you could kind of back up in the fact he kind of fits the mold, maybe.
And he dances bachata, I'm sure.
Oh, he knows everything. He's still, he travels to the DR several times a year still for vacation.
He have a house in Dominican.
Yeah, he has a house.
Oh my goodness!
Wait.
So he's Dominican.
But he's Dominican. He's gringo. He's gringo.
He's Dominican because if he owns property in the Dominican Republic, he's Dominican.
But Jaylah just admitted she's never dated a Caucasian person ever. So I think this is good. This is
Rick. You know what they say: once you go white, you never go back.
Exactly. Ooh. Exactly. That's the exact phrase.
Once you go white, your credit's all right.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
FYI, you guys, I was raised in Boca Raton, Florida, and there's plenty of credit over there.
I know. I know you know what
I'm saying.
It doesn't hurt.
Jaylah, so in this segment, you're just listening to what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're getting to know George. Justin, can you give me my George graphic here?
We want a little bit more about George.
We want to get to know more about George. And Juliana's here. She's met George. She knows Theo? George. Theo's fantastic. Do we still have Justin? Hold on a second. Do we still have the Theo
Humberto?
Theo Humberto photo?
Justin,
can we show it to
Michael and Juliana Theo?
Yes. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Let's just give him 1 second. He'll work on it.
For the beautiful woman that I am.
But I think that
I wish George was here. He would love this.
So Eric came in and he's got a Boca Raton white isn't Connecticut white. Publix isn't Whole Foods.
Oh, wow.
Facts. Exactly. Facts. That's facts. Eric knows what the fuck he's talking about.
It's got to. By the way, it's got to take somebody like Eric who's not in the forest but can see, see the whole picture. Not like us. We're living in it, but he sees the forest. We're in the here.
Exactly. So,
like us. We know.
Juliana, could you give us some background, or could you give Jaylah some background on our brand new candidate, George?
Yeah, we just want to know a little bit about him.
I already love George.
No promises. We just want to know.
I don't know. I should have told Bobby.
George was at our wedding. George's daughter, George's youngest daughter, was actually with Cece, one of the bridesmaids.
Yes.
Really? Yeah.
And the older one took me to a party.
And the older one, several months ago, took Juliana out to some local she's 21 or 20. So funny enough, I mean, it sounds weird, but pretty close to her generation, I guess. But parties here, she got to see what if you're 19 or 20 years old, living in the Connecticut, Westchester, New York area, and you go party. She took Juliana.
I want to see how the parties looks like.
Okay.
Juliana, did you Bridgeport?
We've been through Bridgeport, yeah.
Westport's nice, You guys hang out at Larchmont, maybe,
Larchmont's cool, man.
So,
we're out there.
Bridgeport.
It's been 10 years in White Plains, New York. I know.
So, this is that's not Theo Humberto, but that's kind of what Theo Humberto looks like. Let's there you go.
That's Theo Humberto right there.
So, Juliana, do you think George is better looking than this young man?
Much better.
A little younger.
Okay, you see, we're gonna need a picture of George. I think
a little less creepy.
What's George's last?
George wear a hat. I don't think I've ever seen him wear a hat or look. Okay. Or kind of look at it. Have that. I've never seen George have a kind of get off my lawn kind of look. Like
got you. That's good. That's good information.
Yeah.
Listen, I just don't want to get half fished.
Oh, so Juliana, what's one good quality that George has that would be great for Jaylah?
We need to get George's Facebook.
Oh, there's the Humberto. That's the actual.
Oh, that's the actual Humberto.
That's the actual candidate that we have for Jaylah right now.
Looks like Max.
He looks really happy, actually. He does.
He's a happy-go-lucky guy. He worked in a tobacco field.
This gentleman looks so much like Juliana's mom's ex-boyfriend.
He might be.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. And even I know that. I never even met him. I only saw him.
It might be the same guy. We don't know.
It might be the same guy.
We don't know.
So this gentleman.
Around.
Well, we do know he's on the market because Juliana's mom's not with him anymore. So
exactly.
The only thing I know about that man is that he dances a mean bachata.
So I'll just give you the quick stats, Juliana, if you will. I'll let you know about. Give me Tio Humberto back on the screen. So I'm gonna tell you about this young man, Juliana, and then you tell me about George. Why George would be a better fit for Jaylah. So I was gonna Tio Humberto. He loves to ride his scooter, his Vespa, if you will, in DR. It's from the 70s. He hand rolls his own cigarettes, as you can see.
Oh, that's admirable, actually.
No, he works on a tobacco field.
Works on a tobacco farm.
If you roll your own things, man, respect, right?
Exactly. This guy, he used
to actually play. He played polo for the Dominican team professionally, so that's why he's wearing that. Not because of Ralph Lauren. He just loves the sport.
He actually played polo.
Yes, and what's the? Oh, he didn't want to give his age, but he is closer to the 95.
Older than about 33.
Okay.
33. I think Jaylah. I think this guy is. This might be. Somebody you need to. At least have.
I think it might be worth the conversation, but I also need a picture of George because I really think Jaylah.
Oh, we could do it offline. Also, we could have.
I can't stand any of you guys right now.
Diana's gonna see if we got some kind of photo of our.
Somebody got George's Facebook. Pull it up.
Yeah.
He's got me at Domino's and bachata though.
Oh, he plays domino. And,
I gotta say, the kind of look Chio has here, Chio and Gerto has, it's like it's good and it's bad. Like the guy, you could tell he's solved life for himself. He's happy.
Yeah.
Genuine, sincere, like, hey man, I figured it out for myself. Whatever it is. But you also have to be dangerous because those kind of people.
I'm glad that Michael's justifying this right
now. He's Zen. Zen is the word.
He's got kind of a Zen look. You have to be careful with that. It's either going to be amazing and you fall into that Zen world he's in, or if you don't jive with it, you're going to get completely steamrolled, man.
He's Dominican. George, he probably has like 8 kids.
Tell us about George's demeanor.
Wait, hold on. Before we get into that, we got 2 comments from my favorite Eric. He's got one that says he's smiling because he's scrolling through Jaylah's IG.
That's accurate. I think that's pretty accurate.
And then the celeb name would be Jayberto Umla.
Nah, it'll be Jumberto.
That's hilarious.
Jumberto.
I'm so dead with you guys.
Eric, I love you, man. That's priceless. So, Juliana, would Tio Humberto compete with George?
Juliana, send me a good man.
Is there a fair competition there between Tio Humberto and George?
Well, you're asking. We know George as dear friend, like extremely close friend, and we're just, yeah, we're just all we have is this amazing photo of this guy that's definitely older than he's definitely no older than about 33 years old. He definitely has everything figured out. He's definitely living. He's definitely living in his own world of Zen, and you're part of that world, you get wrapped up into it, and if you're not, you're going to get completely flattened. So I don't know.
I think you're onto something because I think that Tio Humberto seems to me more of like a free spirit, and he doesn't seem like he's really looking for love necessarily, right? I feel like that's why I want to know if George is actually looking for love, because I feel like Jaylah's really looking for love, and I want somebody for Jaylah that's actually looking for love.
That smile says I'm looking for love.
I don't know.
Remind me again of the age band. Is 33 years old too young? Is this guy too?
It's
33.
25 to 95.
Saying there's no way he's older than 33. I'm just wondering if that's too young for you.
No, that works. 25 to 30, 25 to 95 is the age.
Michael, I can't stand you right now.
I'm sorry, 25 to
33.
So if he's definitely is no older than 33, so he's within that bound. Okay,
yes,
yes. Because by the way,
I can't talk.
No, sorry, but the two women.
Juliana, help me here.
A 33-year-old man is
He's
still a baby,
He's
still a kid.
skinny for that.
Hey, all I would say, Rick, we can end the conversation about this because it seems like Jaylah, she's blushing and stuff. But what I would say is that
a photo
Jaylah
makes her blush. That's what it is.
I feel like Jaylah, I'll just tell you that secure the bag. I think George, you might want to have a conversation with him before you make any decisions. I think Tio Humberto, he's a free spirit.
Oh, here we go.
He looks like my uncle, and I think my uncle.
Eric says Tio Humberto's 33. He's pitching for the Yankees.
They might even get him in what happened in that team 20 years ago where he was 18 but pitching for
y'all gave me Tio Humberto and I wanted Giancarlo.
What's the name of that young kid in the Little League World Series? Danny Almonte.
You got it, man.
No, I want Giancarlos.
So he's like the Daniel Almonte of Bachelors.
But
that's true.
He doesn't have that body, right?
I don't know. We could always.
You see, Juliana be listening. He's like, he needs a dad
body.
Juliana brought up a great question. Tio Humberto will be live on the Rica show next week. So.
Y'all kidding, right?
No.
Everybody has. Everyone wants their own. Has a hero band. Yeah. So I think the hero that would be good for her.
You can't even look at the screen right now, Juliana.
Captain Fat Belly. Let's Captain Fat Belly.
Tio Humberto
I feel
will
like
be here.
Juliana feels the same way. I feel like
to answer all questions next week.
This is not really happening right now.
Let's go to 3, 2, 1. So.
All right, get it. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Oh, yes, thank you, Justin.
Humberto.
The mustache is majestic, by the way.
I like that. I like how the mustache is artistically uneven.
I can't stand.
There's a part here that's a little more shaven. There's a part here that's a little more out there. But you know what? I know that was his choice. He made it.
Swag. That's just his swag.
Tio Humberto with his swag.
Tio Humberto made that choice. He's like, I'm going to rock this. Because it matches how I hold my handmade cigarette out of my mouth.
Exactly. Carefree, free spirit.
So 3, 2, 1 is a segment that we created during quarantine, and we've expanded it this year. What are 3 things you guys were watching during quarantine?
Not naming the show you guys have not naming.
Lives.
First of all, if there was some reality show that we happen to be on that has nothing to do with our conversation here today, and it's with all due respect and whatever.
Is the show you're watching?
No, I know that's what I'm. With all due respect to said show that we may have been on that we're not here representing, it doesn't mean it's not a judgment on that show, but we were not watching that show. Okay. We actually, Juliana really driving the Netflix and Amazon Prime watching. So what are the 3
Impractical Jokers?
Impractical Jokers.
Oh, yeah. I love Impractical Jokers.
Me too.
Oh my God, those guys.
That's where I got the Captain Fat Belly. That's Joe.
Oh my God, they're so funny.
Justin, can you give me a picture of Sal Volcano, please?
What's that?
I said, Michael, I might take away your wife.
I might take out Gio Umberto from you.
You know, can I ask you something?
You can have Umberto, and I'll have Juliana, and I think that I win out of this.
This sounds like a party. This sounds like a party.
Umberto knows how to party. That's for sure.
For JR, which Joker you like the most? Like, which one is the most handsome? Joe,
Sam.
Wow, Kill, or was that Mur? Which one?
I don't know.
I'm a Sam guy. Like Sam.
Okay,
Sam is
okay.
my dude.
So you go Sal?
Sal.
Sal.
He's the softie. Sal's like the softie. He's like the more bleeding heart of them. You know?
The one I would have a crush on
You know
is
why? Because he's got a dad bod. So mommy's all about the dad bod.
That's true.
Sal.
He does have a
I
dad
would
bod.
have a crush on if I was single would be Joe.
Joe
Gallo. Oh, because he's a family man, and he's
Yeah.
Joe is the most like, I have 3 kids and I drive, a Volvo station wagon kind of thing.
He's the guy next door. You know.
Yeah, big
Reminds
enough.
me.
She loves him because he reminds her of me.
So I get this all the time. I get this all the time.
Rick
was the other impractical Joker.
I got kicked off the show.
They left him off the show, you know.
So I got stopped. Quick story.
You were a stunt double, but you didn't quite work out.
Exactly. I got stopped downtown Manhattan, and I was asked, "Oh my god, you guys are filming down here? What do you guys? What's the prank? What's this? What's that?" I was like, "What are you talking about?"
We each got a
You're from the show. You're from the show, man. The show that's on True TV, and I was like, "What are you? A Sal Volcano? Oh my god!" Because I get it all the time. So the guy literally was mad because I wouldn't sign an autograph because he thought I was Sal, and I didn't want to give him an autograph.
Don't look like Sal. Don't give yourself that much credit.
And he thought you were just being like, "Oh man, that's cool." I'm,
Yeah.
I love me some Sal. You don't look like Sal. Stop your shit. No.
Hey,
I see it.
As your co-host, respectfully, no. No.
So
Y'all,
what are
y'all
two
like
other
to
shows
shit on
you
me
were
all
watching?
you want. No, you don't look like Sal.
my reality star doppelganger is the guy who won Top Chef, Kevin Spraga. That's what happened to me too. This guy.
My celebrity doppelganger is J-Lo.
Hey.
Yes,
This guy.
it is exactly J-Lo.
J-Lo, yeah. You and J-Lo, Jaylah, of course.
J-Lo, Jaylah. The older I get, the better I look. Just like
So
J-Lo.
Impractical Jokers.
Aging like fine wine.
Exactly.
This is exactly. I lost 120 pounds. Yes, aging like fine wine.
So
Like a fine Licataa wine.
what other two?
It's actually, sorry, I don't want to.
No, go ahead.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job. Okay.
Tell us.
Maybe celebrity doppelganger could be another segment of like,
Hey.
you know what I mean?
No, because then Rick's head is gonna get way too big.
But Rick,
Grace's head is gonna get even
He means
bigger.
for the guest,
tell you how
Jaylah.
to do your job, okay? But I'm just saying, just saying.
No, but honestly, that's a great segment. Thank you, Michael. I'm going to copyright that as soon as possible.
Copyright the Rick show.
I'm in.
And put it on the show. I'll give you your credit, your proper credit.
I think it's really good. You came up. I don't want to tell you how to do your job. I'm just saying.
No, man, tell us.
Another guy I get confused for is Jeffrey D. Morgan. But what are two?
I don't know about
two
that
shows? Hold on a second. What other two shows were you watching during quarantine?
True Blood.
True Blood.
Oh, fantastic show. Love it.
No, it's Amazon.
HBO. Well, Amazon has it now, but it's on HBO.
Yeah.
So if it was Amazon, it may have been an HBO show.
Oh, I was watching on the. I didn't.
It's a vampire girl.
The first time I watched the pilot, all the kids was in the living room and I was watching the living room. It's about vampires and then I love vampires, and then I just got paralyzed and started texting.
Yo, is vampire porn?
I might steal your wife. Like at this point, like she likes vampires, like I do. My daughter's name is Bella after Twilight. Like
Jaylah.
this is what we're.
I make him watch Twilight.
Jaylah,
If he falls asleep, I go like this.
Jaylah, maybe we thinking out of the box. I mean, kind of. Let me just put this out here. But the DR.
I feel like I know what you're about to say.
No, the DR is sort of like in between Brazil and America. So maybe like the two of us together is like the perfect DR thing for what you're looking for.
There you go. A throuple.
I don't know. I'm just being. I'm being.
He's just spitballing here.
Yeah, just ideas. I think it's a good idea.
Super optimistic.
I didn't mean to get in the way of your budding romance here. Sorry.
No.
So, two things you guys
Yeah,
been
I
listening
think I'm
to.
gonna I think I'm basically gonna steal your wife. Or
Yeah, no,
now we can just be a whole throuple. I'm
I
okay
think
with
that's something that y'all gotta discuss. I think that might work out.
Off air, because I'm trying to get through this.
I'm open to throupleness.
Maybe this is. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the time.
third.
Rick, maybe it's just like an extended. Like this is. Like a show has like the 1 hour
Rick's
version.
gonna have to spray.
What is
Get a spray bottle to calm Jaylah down.
No, wait. Second was Lucifer. Oh my god.
You guys know the show Lucifer?
Yes, very good show.
I got addicted.
Good though.
And then also Siren about mermaids. That it's not mermaids. Is very.
Oh yeah, Siren, yeah. Yo, that's a good one too. Oh, y'all been doing your thing for sure. Vampires and mermaids. Let's go.
So
actually, I watched the originals, and the Siren, the mermaid, she appears on Vampire Diaries.
I'm gonna take Eric's advice.
That's
So
great.
what are two things you guys were listening to during quarantine?
Yeah.
Come, Jeff.
Hey Rick, man, I think this is like doing a double episode here. You just got to live with it. There's no stopping this.
No, I'm going with it. This is live.
There's no brakes on this train, man. Come on.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
think this is
Vegas.
good. This is good. Good chemistry here.
I'm going for it. I'm taking.
Oh, this is fun, guys. In all seriousness, Rick. No, I'm not trying to. But seriously, this is fun, guys. And
no, you just gave us a brand new segment. Thank you for that.
Any topics, anything, and we could make up more. Seriously, I think the celebrity doppelganger thing. No kidding.
So, are you saying we have to do a part 2 episode down the line for season 8?
I think we're 20 minutes.
Michael, are you ignoring my throuple invitation? I'm confused right now.
Hey,
I'm not.
Jaylah says she's down. Jaylah says she's down. Michael said, what is understood.
So George is no longer on the radar.
Yeah, George is gone. He's already.
Yeah.
We already got.
Michael said, "I'm taking this over." Fuck
yeah. What's understood doesn't need to be said, Jaylah. We'll discuss that off the air.
Exactly.
We're gonna do sister wives. Me and Juliana. I can make some mean ass, some arroz con frijoles.
Wait. I can't hear. Michael, what you're saying?
If you average us out, Brazil, U.S., like the DR is like right halfway between the two things. Like we're kind of like we're DR together.
So there we go.
I like your geography. That's good. It works. That makes sense.
Well, and I'm from Costa Rica, so I got a future.
So that's the difference right there.
Yes. So hold on a second. We got one more. What's Jaylah doing in Vegas other than watching the
but on repeat on like the Hera's hotel, like fucking.
I was thinking
when you first turn on like the hotel TV and like there's just like the promos of shit. She's just watching like the promos of the Thunder Down Under.
And we got our first celebrity to comment. I mean, Eric, you're a celebrity. I love you, my brother. You know that. But this famous model, just dropped a comment right now. George and Jaylah.
Romance right now.
There we go. So,
well, Jaylah,
and that's me.
And Jaylah, she spelled George the
Spanish way.
J.
Yes.
So that's Jorge and Jaylah.
Yeah, why not?
And it matched to see George and Jaylah.
Yeah, that's true. J and J.
So what are two things you guys were listening to during COVID?
Listening to?
Yes, it could be an audiobook or podcast.
Music, whatever you guys
music.
She was listening to me, and I was listening to her.
I love Bad Bunny.
Hey, that's good.
There's two things.
Good answer.
And what's
Good
one
answer.
thing that you look to accomplish this year in 2021?
Oh shit! Actually, this is a good question. I'll take it seriously. What is one thing?
I want
year?
to finish my school. I want
Yes, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. In all
I'm working.
seriousness, this is important, Juliana. Actually, two things for you, not just GED, but also for what it's worth, driver's license. I mean, you can already drive, but
Yeah.
these are humps you have to get over when you come to America from as an
Yeah.
outsider. So Juliana is working on GED because she doesn't have something equivalent in Brazil that transfers, but she wants to go. Juliana wants you want to study beyond.
And so, what do you want?
Just to make you feel better, my ex-husband is from the Bronx, and he didn't have his license either.
Oh my God!
That's
Why
the
you
other-
gotta trash the Bronx like
I
that?
love Brazil, but I got a lot of tickets. Brazil sucks, right?
Yeah, Juliana, what do you really quickly? What do you want to eventually study? Like,
Yeah, what do you
obviously
wanna do?
you're modeling, but after you get that, do you want to go pursue it further? You
Veterinarian.
look like a veterinarian to me. I'm sorry.
Hey, you
They're
got it, man.
veterinarian.
Yeah,
So is that it? Did I guess it? Oh, okay.
That's a good ass guess.
you got it.
Well, we could see the love of animals, and you mentioned how all the dogs kind of gravitate to her too. So that.
And it's not only then. Like sometimes I went to the store yesterday looking for some clothes with my friend, and that this fancy, the little dogs are very expensive, and only rich people have it. And then she was like this, and other people was, oh, but this is so cute, and the dog will look at the people and do this. And then she saw me, this cute puppy, and I was like, hey, baby. And then she looked at me and started to go crazy and want to jump on me. And then
So you have a very good way with animals.
You got energy.
Yeah.
and I
Great
had
bedside manner.
What's your
There
favorite?
was-
What's your favorite animal?
Your favorite animal?
I like
What's your
all that.
favorite animal?
Yeah, that's hard. To,
I'm not vegan, but it doesn't mean I don't
what's
like
your?
all.
Do you like dogs more than cats?
No. I don't.
So what's your
I don't
favorite
have a
animal?
favorite. I like
She don't have a
birds.
favorite,
I have guinea pigs.
Oh.
Anything. I like all the animals.
So Juliana, because you wrote George's name with a J like that, and Jorge, Eric said, "Coño," he just got downgraded to be a normal person. And one more from Eric before we leave: little dogs and Jaylah go crazy and want to.
No longer Connecticut white with good credit.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. Little dogs and Jaylah go crazy and want to jump.
To jump on Juliana. In all seriousness, cheers to Licataa wine. One thing I hope that is accomplished, Licataa goes to the next level. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for being on the show.
I'm really contemplating the throuple.
Yo, I think we got.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a conversation that we got to have offline.
It's got to be off air though. Like
That could be good.
We gave the viewers a 27+ minute episode. I will invite Juliana and Michael to come back on the show whenever they like.
We will.
Yo,
So cheers to you guys.
Cheers, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. We love y'all. We had a fucking blast.
Yeah, really fun, guys. Seriously.
Mike, it was amazing. Thank you. Do you guys want to say anything before we wrap up?
Yes, I'm going to Brazil in May 8th, and I want to do this live, but show my family too, and also he'll be part of it. Then we'll go.
Can I come?
Juliana
Let's go.
Jaylah wants to go.
and Jaylah live from Brazil.
So
guys, I just want to make sure, like, when I say party means me, my sister, and my mom. It's not
okay, so May 11th, will you be in Brazil on May 11th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael, will you be with her?
I mean, I could, but actually, what could be cool is I could zoom in.
Yes.
Whatever we're doing now.
Yeah.
It might even be more interesting if, like, Juliana and Jaylah, or what they're doing, or they're partying with her family and stuff, and like, I'm just here.
So part 2, May 11th. I think that's what we're saying right now.
May 11th, Brazil. May 11th, Brazil.
Let's go.
May 11th. Juliana will be live from Brazil, and Michael will be here in the U.S. with us, and then Jaylah will be God knows where.
We'll see.
Hopefully not in Vegas.
We'll see what she's gonna be at.
Juliana.
That sounds good, man. That sounds cool. Let's do it. All right, so we'll hook it up. She'll be there.
We got a few people that joined in. Vanessa joined in. I guess I want some
Vanessa Teodoro from Brazil says
hello from Brazil. Jennifer Hernandez from Brazil as well.
Oh, hey,
Brazil's in the house.
Oh, and I gotta admit, I recognize Jennifer from I think our Instagram is somebody who we like, and she likes us, and that's really cool, man.
Shout out to Jennifer, man.
Shout out to all you guys. Michael, again, May 11th, I guess.
May 11th, part 2.
May 11th. I think that'd be really fun. And
I think
then
we're going to continue this.
You'll get to see Juliana's mother, sister, and maybe some friends, Luciana. I just
want to say something when you be in the camera.
And George.
I think.
Well, maybe we can get George. Maybe.
Hey.
Can I just see Juliana? I'd be happy with seeing Juliana.
Well, maybe.
Well, Eric just dropped. He says, I need to get Jaylah fixed. I probably do have to take her to a vet.
Nah, we like Jaylah.
And then Juliana, voce e linda. I don't know.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful. Yeah. What is that? What that means, Juliana?
You are beautiful. You're beautiful. Voce e linda means.
Voce e linda. Okay.
Oh, she is beautiful. Yes, she is.
Okay,
yeah,
Michael, I see you
Vanessa.
with your Portuguese. Yes.
Let's go.
So May 11th.
He is smart.
I only know when I hear it. I can't speak it.
Got you.
Don't worry. I've been
May 11th.
Brazilian for 20 years and I still don't know how to speak.
Peace and love to you all. Have a great night. Enjoy some Licataa wine. Go to licataa.com to order some wine. If you don't know if it's near you.
Hopefully I'll have some on May 11th.
Yes, I got Craze's bottle here. So for more information or to purchase Licataa wine, go to www.licataa.wine, and Licataa is spelled LICATAA.com.
So I'm gonna go meet Juliana in Brazil, and
you guys. Thank you so
much.
Outside of my throupleness,
no, we gotta get a photo of George for that episode. Also, we gotta try to have.
We'll get a nice photo of George for sure. But, Rick, thank you, man. Thank you, guys. This is
Juliana, Michael. Thank you. Have a great night. I guess Jaylah got kicked off by Vegas. The Vegas police walked in.
Yeah.
The hotel finally said you haven't paid your bill. Get the hell out.
And they took her out.
Too rowdy up there.
We'll see you guys on May 11th. Have a great night.
Cool. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
Let's go.